Welcome back to round one of our first Rivals of Ixalan drop. There's the deck. If you want to see it, you can pause to see it. I think it's a pretty sweet deck. The only thing I'm worried about is maybe us getting screwed on red mana or something like that. Grunker. Pretty funny name, Grunker. I don't know, it just amuses me. So I'll give that a pretty solid rating. As will this hand. So it's got a red source, which we only need one of, which is perfect. It's got a 2-drop into a 3-drop that synergizes with the original 2-drop. And we've got 2 good combat tricks now. Gonna play a red though, represent some dual shots. Maybe off-put him playing X1. Oathsworn Vampire, so that's gonna be coming back in the course of this game for sure. I mean, you know, you play the second land and it's a little bit obvious. So he's definitely going to attack, and I'm definitely not going to block. Maybe not definitely attack, because if I block, it could ramp me into a 4-drop, but I don't know what's too scary about a 4-drop, especially when he's on the play. And there's a myriad of combat tricks that would get me as well. Okay, that's pretty good. Might have to board in Duress for that. So that's 5 mana to exile a creature. Yeah, it's definitely a bomb rare. I lost to it in what's the format called? Sealed. Imperialist Weekend. So our opponent's deck is definitely good. All 3 cards will play. What to do? I think playing one of these plus a Skullduggery is pretty good. Just attack with both. Or just attack with him, I guess. Make it look slightly suspicious. So that's decent for us. Keep up the pressure. Obviously next turn he can exile one of these, but I mean, if we play nothing, we're just going to lose anyway, so we have to hope that he doesn't hit his 5th land drop. That card's like almost unbeatable. Yeah, so we're pretty screwed here. Which is pretty gross to say that you're just like, I'm ahead on board, but I'm just going to lose the game. So we're going to go to attacks. He's going to exile 1. Interesting. Guess he's waiting for better things to exile. No, he's gonna exile 1 now. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, we'll use this ability. So hopefully that will dissuade him from exiling this or this, because then we get to play our Direfleet Neckbreaker. I don't know, like, we're just gonna lose this game. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's doing it now main phase. I guess he didn't want to take an extra damage. So this gets us in for extra 2 damage, but he gets to exile a better creature. Yeah, like, we're just gonna lose this game, so that sucks, but hopefully game 2 we'll either Duress it out of his hand or he won't draw it. So exile this, and then we start the slow climb into just like basically almost impossible comeback. Yeah. Ooh, sorry about that. You should read this, just make sure how much it is. 4 on top. So you can't do it now. I mean, we are competing in for damage. which is pretty good. I'll be shocked if we win this game. I mean, I guess we have Impale in hand, so if he you know, puts the Neckbreaker in play, I Impale it, and he has no other play, maybe we win. Sorry, maybe I was being a bit too negative there, but I mean, as you can see, this card just like got rid of 3 of my creatures. It's just a repeatable removal spell, and then you get to it's just an insane card advantage. Like, if you just think about the game, if he didn't have this card, we would have just won by now. But you know, it's a busted rare, and it's cool because it's Orzhov, which is, you know, it's a very cool tribe. Legion, Forerunner of the Legion. So at least we get some more info on what he's gonna bring up. Oh, I guess he's stuck on white mana. So if he played this, I mean, he can't put one in an instant speed. So if we just impale this, we're just gonna win, which is ridiculous because I really didn't think we were gonna. But again, probably being too negative. So Deathless Agent, pretty good repeatable threat. Oh, he's 2 creatures. Raptor Companion. Actually, no, we're gonna win the game. Wow, that's if we draw land. Okay, we needed to draw a swamp there. That was super lucky. Actually, that was a bad play on my part there. So I made a mistake near the end there. I should have played the Skullduggery +1 on this, because if he had his own Skullduggery in response, we would have lost the game. So actually, pretty big misplay on my part. Definitely going to board in Duress. That card is just super hard to beat, which obviously we did, but I think we got a little bit lucky. What do I take out for that? All the stuff is pretty good. Unfriendly Fire. That's nice to finish him off, especially if something like that happens again. Maybe Mark of the Vampire, because getting my thing exiled with a Mark of the Vampire is pretty bad. Definitely like the Skullduggeries. What to take out? I like the Buccaneer's Bravado. Maybe it's 1 Skullduggery. The Skullduggeries are good though. I'm just gonna take out the Unfriendly Fire. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Unfriendly Fire. It's a high drop. It needs a red source. Ooh, can I take back that submit? Okay, I wanted to go down 1 mountain and up 1 swamp. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. It's got a 2-drop in, or 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop, potentially into 4-drop if we draw the right lands. Opponent's on a multi 6. That's unfortunate, and he put a card on top of the library, so that's good for him. Gotta remember to play Swamp here. And gotta remember that we want to dodge their 2-drop here. Okay, we did dodge 2-drop. Could have Slash of Talons up though, but we have no way of playing around that. Well, we do. We could not attack, but I'm not going to not attack. If he has a blocker, he has a blocker. It's a 1-for-1. Curving out nicely here. Just need to draw 1 more land. It's a good one. Land. Okay. So Skullduggery. Attack with both. He blocks, I don't know, this one, so he doesn't want to get me a treasure. +1/+1, 1/1. I guess we get an in for an extra 2 damage. Don't think it's worth it. There it is. I think if we miss our land drop, it could be very bad for us. Yeah, we're gonna lose. I'd almost scoop right now, but he could miss his land drop, so I guess I'm not going to. Did not. Is there a way out of this? I mean, we're showing them the same cards, so. And we don't want one of the neck breakers on top of our deck, because then we can't even play. We need a fourth land. I mean, the Mark of the Vampire could get us out of the game, like after he exiles 3 creatures and plays all 3 of ours. Oh, can it though? Okay. Yeah, our plan for game 3 is excuse me. Now, tempted to play these two. I don't want to play the cheaper crabber just yet. Yeah, I don't want to play the Chupacabra because stealing that would be pretty insane. I want to save it for like a Mark of the Vampire. I'm going to bait him with these. Bait. Here's a free creature as bait. Yeah, so. Bait, bait, bait. So the neck breaker is pretty good. Oh, wow. He wants the neck breaker. Why would you... I guess. Well, I'm glad he used the card from his hand. That I'm happy with that. Okay. So I guess we got to play the neck breaker. It's unfortunate. As bait. Tempted to attack all. So what happens if I attack all? He's got no cards in hand. Attack with both. So it's two. They're both 2/1s. He'll block here. Doesn't want to give me a treasure, and he'll block here. Then I'll go +1/+1, -1/-1. So then he'll lose 2 guys. I'll be down a card, and he'll be down half a token. That doesn't seem that great. Oh, they would have been extra damage actually, because it would have been +2/+0. But it would have been the same block, so it doesn't matter. So he's just gonna exile my neckbreaker. I'm so glad he used a card from his hand. That was pretty awesome. Or maybe he's waiting to get to 10 mana. And then he can exile on the stack, exile again. That could be it. Seems a bit ridiculous, but... Okay, now we can start playing the game. And by playing the game, I mean losing the game. Okay, finally attacking. I think this is as good a time as any to use Skullduggery. You know, it's nice. Get rid of his 3/1, get rid of one of his 1/1 lifelinkers. It's decent, you know. So we have to have a look at what's underneath here. 3/3, 3/3, and a 3/2. I think I want to destroy this. Maybe I save Impale. Well, I want to develop my board set up for the Mark of the Vampire next turn. I want to destroy this because it's just super annoying. That's the truth there. I'll offer trade here. His creature's definitely way better than mine, and I can't block his creature anyway. So my hope is to basically impale one of my guys. Impale one of my guys. I mean, this is just, it's very hard. I'm surprised he made that block there. He's ahead on life. A 1-drop for a 3-drop. I don't think I'd make that block, but it's the classic thing of where he's so far ahead that doesn't really make a difference. So he's going to play the neck breaker first, because then he'll lose 2 life if he plays one of these first. Oh, okay. I would have played the other one first. It's gonna be some nice lifelink damage here. He's gonna get in for. Okay, so if I play the Mark the Vampire on this, you know, he's going to double block and I'll be screwed. So I think I need to. It's unfortunate because he's going to play this next, attack for 5. Maybe I'm wasting my time trying to win here. Yeah, because even if I kill this, then he attacks for 5. I can't even block. I'd have to lose both my guys. It's probably like no. Yeah, that's just really hard to win. I'm trying to think cards in my deck. Oh, I'd have to draw so much gas off the top. I think it's actually this because it's more damage from this. Yeah. I think how I win is like I put Mark the Vampire on this or this, and I draw Buccaneer's Bravado, and he makes a double block, and I double strike it out, and then maybe we're back to parity. Oh, then he has this thing as well. I guess the reason he's playing these first is because he wants to attack for 5 next turn. Swamp, no good. I can't even attack, he'll just double block. I guess using my mana is good. I think I want to put it on this just because of Buccaneer's Bravado. Although, this is just better probably. Wish I had a second duress, so definitely bring it in. I mean, this card. Oh, this card. Which is, as you can see, why I was so negative the first game. I just really didn't think we could win. I'm glad my mistake near the end didn't get punished. Oh, we should have attacked with this as well, right? Isn't this 5 damage? Yeah, a little bit confused at that. Maybe he's worried out a combat trick. I mean, I guess I've gone this far. I'm down so many cards though. Trying to think. Not really much I can draw. Don't have any flyers. Anointed Deacon. Oh yeah. Wasn't winning that game. So really hope that's just on the bottom of his deck, and I think we can win. But apart from that, so I wanted to go down a mountain, out a swamp, just to increase our chance of turn 1 duress. God, that card's so busted. March of the Drowned. Actually, would have been amazing there. March of the Drowned's pretty good. I mean, our deck's pretty good. We just need to draw that Duress. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Not that the opponent's deck isn't good, but that card really it's a real bomb. Our deck's just more solid than anything. Super good, super good, super good, super good, super good, super good. So many good cards. Love to start off our first game with a win. You know, our first round. I don't even remember picking this one up. Cool little merfolk. Some nice Vale Orchards. I like the Highland Lake. The new art on that is ridiculous. Don't draw profane procession. Got some grapes with me. Keeping me fed. Wanted Scoundrels, what a 2-drop. Wanted Scoundrels with Buccaneer's Bravado. Just 10 you. You know, just 10 damage. It's only 10. Maybe we do want March of the Drowned, because if it's a grindy game, it's just alright, we gotta go first. This hand is not great. It's a little bit slow. I think I'm gonna mulligan it. It's only basically one spell. Alright, this hand's it's probably better, even though it's very similar. At least it's got the Choop and the Mark. Forerunner of the Coalition. Maybe we'll actually get to use its ability once. The second part, whenever a part comes into play, each opponent loses 1 life. So it is actually pretty good that it's our first part down, because we have, you know, like 11 more parts into the deck. Is that the Orzhov Ghost Cancel, and he just gets the Orzhov thing? Okay. Skullduggery, I'm going to put it on the bottom when our 4th land drop. Also, I really want to draw Duress next turn. I'm going to be very sad if he plays that on turn 3. Come on, 2-drop or Duress. Okay, that's a decent 4-drop. You just need 1 more land to be able to play that. Forerunner of the Coalition can get the second one. Although Forerunner of the Coalition, if I don't hit my 4th land drop, might be getting a 3-drop. And it's in May, so I don't have to use the ability, but depending on what we draw. So the interesting question becomes, if I next turn, if I draw a Duress, do I play it or do I play Forerunner of the Coalition? And it's a pretty disgusting choice, because that card just wins the game, so I probably would play Duress, just because it's so incredibly hard to beat that card. Looks like Grunker's having some disconnecting. Okay, he's back. Okay, he's got both mana. Come on. Okay. So we don't have a decision point. We just pray. Absolutely pray. I probably want to use this ability. And what do I want on top? I could take Wanted Scoundrels, and then I can't play Grasping Scoundrels as well. I could play Fathom Fleet Firebrand, and then I could play Grasping Scoundrels as well as that next turn, which is pretty good. So I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, just Pray with me now. Pray with me. Please don't play your bomb rare on turn 3. Come on. Please. Please. Come on. Don't do it. Yes! Even though it's really good. But still, it's not the rare. Oh, thank God. Can't really attack through this, as annoying. Obviously, I could have not used the ability to get a land on top. Well, not a guaranteed land, but more likely a land. But I felt like playing 2 pirates is good, especially since he potentially didn't have a turn 3 play. And we do not want this game to go long, because that enchantment rewards long games. Looks like his connection is definitely going. Grunk! And we're going to hit him for 2 life here, but we can't attack because he'll just block, and then no combat damage will be dealt to him. Excuse me. I'm praying every turn, but... and like, he definitely still could have it in hand, like, and not have played it last turn, since it doesn't affect the board, so he'd rather play Everdawn Champion first, and then play it. Oh my God. That's a combo, but it's a nice 2-for-1 for us when we draw Ravenous Chupacabra. Obviously no blocks. Or draw Ravenous Chupacabra, I mean draw a Swamp off the top. Ooh. Just means our top decks are getting better, right? Probably shouldn't have attacked with this to leave it back to block the 1/1. But I guess I wouldn't block anyway if he attacked because I'd be suspicious of combat tricks, so this is probably the correct attack. We really need to draw Swamp there. It would have been a sweet 2-for-1, especially when he's missing his land drops. And then it would have set up next turn for Darkfleet Neckbreaker and probably win the game on that. Yeah, our opponent's having a little bit of internet issues, I think. Because we were like 3 minutes behind. What? Okay, that's... Okay, I guess I'm not going to do anything because it doesn't make a difference, and I'd rather represent Bombard than anything. Although if I had Bombard, I would have used a main phase there, so... I guess it doesn't really represent anything. Excuse me. Don't really understand that block. He could have just attacked back. Evolving Wilds... Thin his deck, more likely to draw the enchantments. So we just really want to draw Swamp here. I mean, any land will do, but a Swamp would be better. Let's see how many of these he has in his deck. This is also thinning his deck as well, but pretty funny. 2 deck thins in 1 turn. Oh, so he has 1 more of those. Swamp, Swamp, Swamp. We just need to draw Swamp. There's a lot of them in our deck. Swamp, Swamp, Swamp. Okay, no Swamp. Do we want to trade this for this? No, because Darkfleet Neckbreaker makes it better. But then he can block anyway, so probably yes. That's a mistake. Should have attacked with both. Got too concentrated on this one here. Yeah, so I could have got in for an extra 2 damage there. That's big. Yeah, so the game plan is draw Swamp. Yeah, 2 more damage. That's pretty big versus the whole lifelink thing. Okay, now he's got the combo going. But if we draw Swamp, we break up this combo. He has another 2-drop. Okay. No blocks again, and the same plan as last time. We just need to draw Swamp. Pretty easy. Easy. It's easy. Your opponent is it's on that dial-up. Please draw Swamp. Come on. I even took one. I took a mountain out and I put a swamp in, so it's even more likely. Hey, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me make sure. Combat damage. Okay, so we want to. This isn't even like doing that much. Wouldn't mind trading it for his. No, it's kind of doing work. Four damage. I'm thinking of spells that could stop this in the main phase. Like if he puts a Mark of the Vampire in this, I'd love to get him. Okay. But do I wait? I just don't want to risk a combat trick and then I get blown out. Like this is just so annoying that I'm gonna have to just do it main phase. Okay, so his combo's broken up. The combo being if he gains life, he gets this back every time. So if we just draw any land next turn, not even a swamp, I'm not even getting greedy, we're in a pretty good spot. Excuse me. Okay, that's fine. There's a swamp. I don't really need it anymore because I want to save this. I can just play this, tackle both. He trades, and then I'm left with this, and I play this. It seems pretty good. Or I could play Mark the Vampire, and then he'd trade 2 for 1 then. This is kind of 1 damage every turn. It's nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna tackle both because he doesn't know I have the second one in hand, and it's a lot of damage. And he can't get this back then next turn. Like this is definitely a trade. I'm pretty sure this is a trade as well. But his is a 4-drop for a 3-drop, so that's decent. But then we're kind of breaking even because this is a 2-drop for a 3-drop. But we're left with this left over and then this left over. You know, if it was +2/+1, I would wait and play this, but it's just +2/+0, so attacking mindlessly seems okay. If he misses a beat next turn, if he doesn't play anything that good, or if he just even plays like a medium creature, I can put Mark the Vampire in this and attack with it. He didn't seem to have much removal bar that bottom rare, to be honest. It's just a lot of creatures. And yeah, like I'm pretty sure he's snapping off the block. I just think internet-wise, it's just taking a little while. If he plays anything busted, rare-wise, we can kill it with Ravenous Chupacabra. So our hand's pretty much gas. Orc Pirate. The Buccaneers scale the sides of buildings as easily as they board enemy ships. That's pretty cool. Like, I think these trades are okay. He might keep this back to trade with this if he thinks I'm going to attack with this next turn, which I definitely would. But, you know, this game could come down to the wire, and earlier on I forgot to attack with my 1-drop, so he could be on an extra less 2 life. Apologies for the game going so long. I think it's mainly because I should have scooped game 2 quicker, and then game 3 he's disconnected, so boppity bop. Yep. Okay. 5 mana. What do you got for me? Another Oathsworn Vampire. That's pretty good, so I can get him for damage and a Conquistador. Can't get him for damage versus that. Okay, so we can impale. Get him for a lot of lifelink damage seems good. Then next turn I can play another Dire Fleet, or maybe I play it now, but I can't attack them, which sucks. Developing my board seems good. Getting him for guaranteed damage now. It's a lot as well. Kind of like it. Especially since he's shown us no removal. So there's no way he blocks here. if I play this, and then I play Mark of the Vampire next turn, he double blocks the Mark of the Vampire and he gets the guaranteed 2 for 2. Whereas this way I could draw maybe a Skullduggery and then throw off the combat math and get him. Grunker. What a great name. God, why is that little thing there? It's still a pretty decent name. Decent name. The urge to check my phone because of this disconnect is very strong. But I know I shouldn't. Yeah, definitely don't have your phone on when you play. That's a pro tip. Just, I've made so many mistakes and I just angrily throw the phone away. You know, even just, oh, I'm just checking WhatsApp. Oh, yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah. Oh, back to the game. Oh, wait a minute, I should have done this. It's just so stupid, you know. Wow, this disconnect is hitting him hard. I would hate to win on a disconnect, but I would definitely take the win. This has actually been the first kind of interesting game because he just hasn't drawn the enchantment. Like the first game, I just thought I was going to lose because it's so good. Second game, I did lose because it was so good. But he was just a little bit behind the first game when he played it, so couldn't quite catch up, and I just had the perfect combination of cards in my hand to get his 2 blockers before he could make full use of it. Just gonna get some stretching in. Oh wow, and we're back. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, all our cards in hand are gas, but they're all 4-drops, so it's a little bit clunky when you play 1 a turn. Okay. We just need to fade that enchantment. If he plays the enchantment, we're going to lose because we're going to play 1 threat a turn, so we don't have like a swarm of threats that only can pick 1 off really slowly. No, we're just going to lose if he slams it, so that'd be unfortunate. "23 cards in his deck. Let's hope it's the last one. This is Grunker's upkeep, and it's taking forever. Let's look at the Choop. Okay, play the land. He could play the 4/4 Deathless Agent. Okay, he's on combat. Passes the turn. Could have a combat trick. Could have nothing. It's probably more likely a combat trick. I'm definitely going to attack. I think I want to play Ravenous Chupacabra, kill this, and attack. And if he has a combat trick, he has a combat trick. At least that this way, if he somehow doesn't have a combat trick, he can't, you know, double block and get me. He could have the 5-mana spell from the previous set. He could have, you know, the Settle the Wreckage. I'm trying to think of the new spells. He could have the -2/-2 spell, and you gain 2 life. Which would still get me here even with 1 creature. You could have the +2/+2 spell, and you gain 2 life. That would get me here with 1 creature as well. But I'm hoping that he doesn't have any of those because we're in a spot that we want to basically be hyper aggressive because we lose to a singular card in his deck. And we can't afford to not attack, basically. So let's hope he doesn't have a combat trick, but we're waiting on him, so he does. Dark Nourishment. That's actually not that bad. I mean, it's 2 for 1, and we made him use it, like, whereas he would have double blocked, probably. Okay, Profound Procession. Ugh, don't think we can win. God damn it, that singular card. It's just so dumb, like, just says I win the game on it. Although we may time him out, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'm a big fan of winning. Yeah. Play 2 creatures. I mean, let's just impale this. Attack for 2. Oh, that's very depressing. I think our deck's very good. And then he just plays this 1 card. Oh, wow. I never read the flavor text on this. This is amazing. Vona sought a conqueror. Mavrin sought a savior. Both found what they sought, resting in the splendor of the dead. Could play some guys, but I'd rather not, because then he will play my creature, or he will exile them. Deathless Agent. At least I can finish the game, so I don't have to feel too bad. Can I play all my guys? No, not all my guys. I mean, yeah, it's just, it's whatever. Our only hope is the disconnect. He won't attack here because he wants to exile my last guy. Or he won't block, sorry. Actually, I'm surprised he didn't play the Deathless Agent there because he's so constrained on time. Maybe he thinks his connection is fine. So now we don't play our creature. He's going to play the Deathless Agent. Then we play our creature. He has to exile into his turn. Impale one time. Okay. Actually, this just like increases the clock because he gets to play my creatures. Okay, the connection seems to be back in full flow. 6x4, 5x4. Okay, so killing this does change the clock, so I'll be killing it. Ooh, that's good. Also, Impale's not that good anymore because you can just tap these 3, bring this back. Ah, the duress. Hilarious. 7. Oh no, he can exile my creature, so I'm not going to play it. Man. And looks like we're going to lose. Could lose in style. Let's play this guy. And I'm sorry you had to watch through that. Pretty disappointing. Like, very disappointing. I felt really good about our deck. I thought it was actually, honestly, potentially a 3-0 deck. But lost to a bomb rare. So, thanks for watching.